So I'm finally tackling my main floor bathroom. I've been anticipating this day since I bought this house about 2.5 years ago.
Oh, so gross.
My biggest issue with this room is really the floor. It's this floating laminate floor that just looks like it's about to slip right off.
Yes.
It's a lot higher than the floor in the rest of the house too, and it just looks so out of place here. It's pretty damaged too in certain areas. It just makes this whole room feel unfinished. So I'm really excited to finally be getting to it. I put it off for a while because I was pretty intimidated with what would be required to get the toilet out and then to get the toilet put back in place. I really couldn't spend the money on a plumber to, come in, remove the toilet, come back a few days later, put it back in, and I just kept putting it off, but
Okay, now let's get this out of here.
I think I finally built up the courage to try and see if I can remove the toilet myself. I figure it can't be that hard to get off. My biggest concern is how heavy it is. But once I get it out, worst case scenario, if I have to call a plumber to come help me put it back in, no big deal. So today's the day. Finally trying to get this floor off. Pretty exciting.
Now I need new vanity. Oh, thanks, honey. It'll be okay. It's glued. It's coming out in pieces. Right. Got the base of it. Finally, got it. They glued it on the back, that's why. Okay, I finally got the vanity out. It was so hard. I was planning to save the vanity and reuse it for now, but it came out in pieces. I literally had to tear it apart to get it out. So, and honestly, as I was taking it apart, I was less and less wanting to reuse it anyway, because it's really not in good shape, and it's just like, I don't know, cheap OSB board or something. So that's going to the dump, and step 1 is complete. The vanity is out, and I just connected the water. I just gotta clean the floor. And then next step is removing the toilet. That was really not fun. Okay, so bathroom vanity is out. I'm gonna clean the floor. Feels good to have at least got this stuff done tonight. I worked all day today, and I kept putting off this floor project because it's so daunting to get everything done. But I figured if I break things down into smaller steps, that's less daunting. So tonight I removed the vanity. And that might sound like an easy task, but I had to first look up how to disconnect plumbing because I'm not a contractor. So even that was a new thing. Which I've done it once before when I redid the faucet in my upstairs bathroom, but didn't really remember. So I had to learn how to do that, and then did it. And then the hardest part was physically getting the vanity detached from this wall. At first, I actually thought this was the back of the vanity, but it's just like the wainscoting, not painted. And it turns out it was glued on, which is why it was so hard to get it off. So I had to pry it off. And now the vanity is no longer salvageable, but not that mad at it. I'm either going to build a new vanity. Do I know how to do that? No. So that would be a learning thing. But fun. Or I'll just buy a vanity, which that's what I'm leaning toward. Because I have enough projects right now. So, yeah. Tomorrow after work, I'm gonna get the toilet out of here. And then that way, by the weekend, I'll be able to just remove this flooring and get started on laying the tile. There's actually a couple layers of floor under here. There's this laminate floor, and then there's also some tile on top of plywood. And the tile and plywood, I think I'm gonna leave and lay my new tile over top of that because I need the plywood as a backer board anyways. And the tile that's on top of it is thin, and it's that, I think there's a chance that it's asbestos, so it's better to just leave it and put the new floor on top of it. So that's my plan. And taking out this laminate is going to be super easy because it's just floating. It's not nailed on. It's not glued in or anything. So that will be easy. So I'm excited because this weekend I will get to lay the new tile. Anyways, that'll be it for tonight. I got to get ready for bed and I got to work in the morning. So. I'm using a sponge to get the remaining water out of this toilet so I can lift it off without it leaking everywhere. Now I have to actually go into the toilet bowl, which is not looking forward to this part. Oh god, this is so disgusting. But that's why gloves are invented. I wish I had a bigger sponge. So okay, I finally got the toilet out, thank goodness. Oh my gosh, it was so hard. The bolts were seized on. Now I just have to remove that wax ring and then I can rip the floor off. Amazing! We're getting there, we're getting there. It's right there. Each side. Sweet. I was hoping I could slide them out from under the baseboards because I don't have to remove the baseboards. Okay. Okay, so the floor. Oh my gosh! What the heck? There's literally some pieces of some similar tile on the floor. You gotta see this. Check it out. Look at those black and white pieces of tile. That's so similar to the tile that I'm adding. There's a few random cut pieces under. Crazy. Okay, that's pretty cool. Like, it's in plastic though. Oh, they're just like, it's not, it's like paper. Look at that. This is like similar design to the tile I'm adding, but this is like very thin, like sticker tile, I guess. I don't know. I'm adding porcelain tile, but that is so funny. That's under there. You can see the subfloor. This is really not even at all. It's crazy. I thought that they would have had this even, but there's like, of course not. Okay, this I'll just pull out there. All right, just pulls out. The thing about floating floors is you can literally just pull it out. It's weird. Good. All right. Get all this outside. That is crazy. I can't believe the tile is a stone. Looking. Almost out. It's so fun to open up things in an old house because you never know what you're gonna find underneath. Like, it's just cool to see the skeleton of your house, to see the bones. I mean, even just seeing the subfloor underneath this floor, it's like when you work on your house yourself, you just learn everything about it, and it's so incredible. It's amazing. I love it. I love knowing what's behind the walls and what's under the floors, and it's so cool. One last piece. It's especially rewarding when you do hard things in your house. So when you look at it later, you know that you did it. It's cool. It's awesome. Okay. All right. Bringing in the power tools. To do on an angle. I'm having to cut the laminate out from around this pipe so I can slide it out, and this multi-tool is working great for that. And this is why, whenever you can, spend money on tools instead of hiring people, because then you still have the tools left over for future projects. And ultimately, they pay for themselves over time. You're able to do it. Sweet! Snap it. So we can. Right, a little bit of baseboard damage there, but the last piece, that's basically rip out of there. Dizzy. Okay, it's out. Floor is out.